Hey, this is Don, King of 592, and we are about to do one of our little Leprechaun hits. We're going to do a little testing here because these are a 1,000,000 hit point PVE, and we're going to do a two-person rally. I better make sure no one snuck in there on me. See, I've only got one rider on there. Going to run my, I haven't overbuffed anything. I'm just going to run my normal setup here. I am using the brand new gear. I do have, some basic March cap boosts. My March cap's down with my new gear. I used to be about 737. I'm, what was it, 684, something like that. Excuse my raspy voice. As you all know, I've been working on the website to get this type of information to everybody, and haven't been sleeping. Yeah, lots of pain pills to keep this stuff going. So we're looking at what kind of damage that we did here. Let's go look in the mail. So we know it's 1,000,000 points. Now we did 56% damage, so I did 560K there. What I did was I threw my wolf hit at it. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to throw another rally at it here real quick. Set. And I'm going to throw my wolf, but I'm going to change it with Moppin, select, and a guard swap. And we're going to do that. That gives me a little bit more. We're going to drop down this and raise this up. Actually, we're going to drop some cav down here and pull a little more distance. All right, so this is how this is done. I suspect that if we take this out, now this should be significantly less damage than before. All right. Blackbeard does quite a bit more damage than on PVE targets than Moppin does. Normally we would use Duke, and I may try a Duke hit, but it looks like I'm going to knock this out in 2 hits. So we'll see what we do from there. So there'll be some cut and edits in this film. The point of this is to set up a March calculator for the events so that the mix matters almost as much or more than the stats. And that's what we're looking for. Man, I look haggard. Just terrible. I got almost an hour of sleep this morning. Then me and the wife get out there and partnered up and had to clean out our sewage lines. Always fun to do first thing in the morning, right? Got 3 bathrooms in the house. One of them's working. Come to find out, the kid that mows the lawn mowed over the top of the 4-inch closeout and knocked a hole in it. So air was getting down our sewage line. It was drying everything out. You let toilet paper turn into a dried up brick, and that's exactly what you got in your sewage lines, a dried up brick. But yeah. See, you're learning more than you ever thought you'd want to learn from here. We'll cut a bunch of this out. Or not. You never know. I come out there and my wife was cleaning out the sewage line without me. She didn't tell me she had a problem. She hadn't woke me up. I go out there and I was like, this is a 2-man job. Everybody sees that snake. They see the plumber's like, oh, all you do is crank the handle. I don't need to hire a plumber for that. Well, first of all, it's a 2-man job. There's some touch and feel to it. You know, you got to know what it feels like when you're going around corners. You got to know how to slow it down and then make it vibrate till it turns. You know, these are not things you pick up walking through Walmart. Even though you can pick up the snake as Walmart tries to put your local plumber out of business. Yeah. But old houses that have been converted to low flow toilets, there's not a lot of moisture in the lines, and the lines are too steep. We used to do a 1/8 inch drop per foot, which was fairly steep because we flushed a lot more water down there. With a low flow toilet, the house should be designed for a 1/16 per foot, half, and then the stuff will float slowly down your lines. What happens is the water runs away from the paper, and so when you got air in there, the water's gone, the paper's there, and then you get air in there and it turns it into a brick. Yeah. Fun stuff, right? Gotta know more than gaming. Oh my gosh. I cannot get enough moisture in me. Yeah. Lots of codeine here lately. Yeah, which has helped with the thinking process. You know, my body's in so much pain. I've had 3 doctors just prescribe me Lyrica, and the VA just won't give it to me. All they want to do is give you emotion manipulating drugs, hoping you'll be in so much pain that you commit suicide, because that saves about $55 billion over 10 years when the troops kill themselves versus get true health care. All right, so boom, did he croak over dead? Defeat. I told you, significantly less with mopping. So you can't treat it like the Hatters are player versus environment, PVE. All right, so we just showed you the 2 hits. All right. And we're going to go back. I wish they had 1-minute rallies on these. You know, I can't remember where my stuff is. That's the one. All right, so there's that. So that's the March that I was using that did the 56% damage with just the 1 cav rider. Low level guys, not bringing anything to the table. We'll go look at the stat reports here in just a second for what they show us. They don't show us a lot. This is a mix. The mix matters more than the stats, although the attack stat is about the only stat that matters on this. Okay. So there's reports. First one. Yeah, we did 5.5 mil. No way to tell if anything critted. Neither one of the guards that I took, Blackbeard nor Prince, they don't crit. So Moppin doesn't either. Moppin just does better because she wipes. She does better against players. That's all there is to it. You need her. If I tried to take that same march at a player, I'd come limping home. All right, so this is, you got to know what you're hitting. You got to know why you're doing it. Silver memberships over at RogersRaiders.com. We got new servers. We got all kinds of new stuff. Some of the complaints that have been taking place have been, have I been locked out? No, you haven't. Although we are running databases where we were running flat file stuff before. Therefore, the site's protected against SQL injection. So some of those crazy character crap people have been doing for their cool looking names, not allowed. You're just going to have to be dull. All right. Well, no doubt that we're going to kill it that last 7%. Everybody join in there. Because it hasn't changed over the last couple of years. I mean, it wasn't just 2 hits here. I've done, my God, going back 2 years, the turkey hits when we first broke these things down. And we just wanted to know what we would have to send in order to be in a timed event and do well. You know, this is not a time to, you got an hour. I mean, you can just pepper it down with them. I don't think anybody. Man, you tell them they can't join and they get all butt hurt. They're using us for testing. I gotta test somewhere, man. This is how this stuff works, right? Okay, guys. Treat the hatters like it is a wolf event. Lots of distance, lots of attack, lots of march cap, and you will do well. You just saw me take more than half of them out with one person. But 2-man rallies tend to be a advantage. The 2-man rallies tend to get us the most damage out of a rally. Because there is a rally damage cap. Just so you know. You know, if you got one person, if you got one extra person riding a rally, or you got all 6 riding in a rally, there's still only so much damage that it does. It's a loot diversification method after the damage cap has been met. So we just proved that the damage cap is somewhere around 0.5 million. I would imagine it's around 6 million. It used to be 1.5 million, and I hadn't tested it in years. There is an old video, probably called 2-Man Rally Cart March on UW Gates, where we proved that there were damage caps in rallies. That's why we were doing that. I hadn't done it so long. Need to update our knowledge of this. So that's what this video is for, is to show you that we're there for the 2-mans. If you're a bunch of little guys in a brand new kingdom, send a bunch of 2-man rallies. Lots of distance, lots of march cap, whatever you got. But 2-man rallies, and just pepper it. Everybody just keep hitting it with 2-man rallies. You can join more than one rally at a time. You know, so you can be in 5 rallies at a pop. If you got the troops. Boom, there's that. And it will not let us go over what we had for damage in there, right? So, collect. Rally was a success. It's just not going to tell me. Oh, here we go. I'm in the wrong place. All we got was what was left, the 7% that was left. All right. So, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.